So, hello everyone. In this video I'm going to be talking about using vocabulary notebooks or worksheet references in your classroom. Using vocabulary notebooks can be very useful. I usually use these worksheets with my students because I prefer the template that I prepare for them, and I find it easy for them to go back to the worksheets and review the words in a very effective way. By doing this, I am also teaching them and giving them a strategy of how to acquire certain words and learn them on their own pace as well. When we teach a new word or when we expose our students to a new term, it is very important to keep in mind that in order for our students to actually acquire a certain word, they do need a lot of practice. And it is well known that repetition is a key aspect to learning a language, and that we do provide a lot of practice to our students in order for them to acquire the word and be able to use it productively within their writing and speaking skills. We do need to make sure that we are enabling that opportunity to happen. So let's have a look at some of the worksheets that I use with my students. Worksheet number 1. Whenever students are introduced to a new text, they are given this worksheet, and over here they write the page number of the text. Here they write the title of the text. Here they write the new word or term that they have learned. Here students write the meaning of the new word that they were introduced to in their first language. And this is very important because when students learn English as a foreign language, it's very important that they know what it means in their own language as well. And as homework, I ask students to go back to the text again and then copy the sentence that contains the word that they were introduced to in the classroom, and they copy it in their notebook. And by doing this, they are learning also and going over the word and reviewing it through context. Worksheet number 2. This is actually a universal template available online. You could easily download it from multiple resources online, but I adapted it to work for my own students, and let's see how it could be used in the classroom. First, your students determine what the new word is and they write it down as a new term. Then they write a definition for the new term that they have written down, that they either look up in a dictionary or search online for. And of course, you could introduce them to a variety of websites that have online dictionaries. And then the next part is where they are required to describe their understanding of the word in their own words. And I think this is very important because students tend to explain their understanding of words, sometimes even the meaning of a word, to other students in a very interesting way. And this is meaningful learning here. And then the last thing is where they are actually required to draw, and this is one of my favorites, where you see the illustration of the word drawn by the student. Worksheet number 3. First, the students write what page the new word they have learned is from, and also the title of the text as well. Then they write what the new word is. They write an antonym for the word, or maybe 2 antonyms if they want. Then they write 1 or 2 synonyms for the same term or word that they were introduced to. Then they write the word in context. That means that they copy the sentence from the text and they write it down in context. Now they provide examples of using the term that they were introduced to in sentences, and they write down an example 1 or 2 if they want. Worksheet number 4. This is another template that is also available online, and I adapted it to work for my own students. And let's go over the things that you could do with a word here. First, the student writes a vocabulary term, the new word that they were introduced to. Then they write what part of speech it is, for example, if it's a noun, adjective, verb, and so on. Then they write a definition for the word. Then they provide examples for the word as well. They add a synonym for the word. Then they write the word in context. Then they draw a picture illustration of the new word that they have been introduced to. I really hope that you liked the worksheets that I use to teach vocabulary in my classes, and that you would be also interested in using them in your own classes. And in order to download any of these worksheets, all you need to do is click on the link right below this YouTube video and enjoy. All the best!